Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are still at war with America, so let's keep being at war with America. I think if we can get a hold of some American territory, we'll be able to win this. And we are winning battles over here, so I'm feeling pretty good overall. On the Canadian front, we're defending, which is helping me feel pretty confident. We got oil in the West Indies. I'm going to encourage this trend, because oil is the future, just as I always been doing. Do we have a convoy raider in here? We do. Mexican mass immigration. Wonderful. Very good. Didn't see where they were going, but I'm happy about it. Having solid immigration is always good. I think once I'm done with these war machine industries, we'll halt construction just to save us a little bit of cash. Exile from Kokand. There are a lot of exiles right now. A lot of people being pushed out from wherever they're at. Let's put a fleet here. A small one. Co-belligerent in default. That's exciting. Let's put a fleet over there. You're what? Let's put you on convoy rating. I don't know why John Lawson is... I wonder if he's heading up the... Armed Forces Interest Group or something? Nope. Somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. We're losing some convoys. Bay of Biscay and Micronesian Sea. Let's go ahead and put Portsmouth Station. Actually, no. I've got to have... Let's put the Mediterranean Station in here and try to hunt down that fleet and destroy it. We've got some occupation in America, so I think that means America will no longer have war support protection. It certainly does not. They're actually losing a lot of... They've lost a lot of battles to us, so I'm hoping we can press the fight forward and continue to get what we want to get and get this war closed out within a reasonable time frame. We've got a very good force comparison over here in Alaska. So I think I feel comfortable increasing the game speed at this point. We're getting hold of Texas. I should have tried to conquer the rest of Texas. I feel a little silly. But it is what it is. Come on, knock out the American fleet. Get him. Alright, we are winning the battle over here in the Bay of Biscay, so Micronesian Sea is next. Yeah, these force comparisons are looking a lot better. I think we've done a lot of damage to their armies, and also we got a bunch of German armies in the zones now. So I think that's part of what's helping us. Hopefully that knocks out the American fleet. It sure does. Alright, so we'll put you in the Micronesian Sea now. And then we'll be doing everything we need to do. Hey, we're in review. Wonderful. We're in the Moluccas. Very good. And are we having success here? Looks like we are. Hey, they're finally fleeing. Wonderful. No massive battle tale for you, America. Come on, give me some occupation. I won the battle, but I don't seem to have any occupation. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need any territory or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Force comparison up in the north is looking good. I'm going to set our armies to advance. Heavy barrage. That sounds fun. And a lot of artillery. Jesus, that's a lot of artillery. Oh! My goodness. Augustus of Hanover has passed. And America bailed out of the war. Cool. Alright, well, let's take a fleet and naval invade Greenland. Got the army of the Mediterranean. Well, early rush. Alright. So, we've got an authority shortage now. We're spending authority on some Greener Grasses campaigns. I think we'll cut the one in Connaught for now. That'll be okay for authority. So let's check it out. Our new king, Albert of Hanover, he's 23. He's an ethno-nationalist with expensive tastes. So he gives extra prestige, but he gives us global tax waste. Political operator, which gives us a little bit of extra authority. And innovative, which gives us 10% extra tech spread, which is not really going to affect us because we're probably the power in the world that's the farthest ahead technologically. But it is what it is. All right. And we've taken the West Indies from Denmark, so that is the end of the war. Wonderful. Infamy is at 12.7, which is perfectly tolerable. We already got Borneo. I could grab Sigu. I could finish out these. 5.9. 5.5. 10.8. Let's do the small ones first. Army of Australia is a little beat up, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the Army of the Mediterranean to do this. And meanwhile, let's work on getting some of these armies on air recon. So this is going to cost some oil and some airplanes. So let's do it. Get our largest armies on air recon. So that's going to cause a shortage of airplanes in our market for a bit. But we should have buy orders. No, it's only a mobilization good. That's wild. I don't know what to make of that. But in any case, let's go ahead and set them all to it. Assault Division. Home Army. Army of the West Indies. Oh, flamethrower. Sure, we'll enable flamethrowers. Costs us some oil. Ooh, actually, we'll maybe hold on that. Army of the Mediterranean. Yeah, we'll go ahead and enable aerial recon. That's okay. Costs us a little bit of org, but I think we'll be fine. Army of Canada and Army of Australia. So, no, we don't have any transport tech unlocked. This one costs cars. And cars are super duper expensive in our customs union because Pops are buying a bunch of them. Adrian Meller. He wants migration controls. Adrian, what are you doing? He's a feminist. Desperate allies. Ooh, I love this event. The proposal for workers' protections has sat in a deadlock. The intelligentsia have advocated for enlisting Adrian Miller's assistance in rallying the petite bourgeoisie in favor of the government. There, upon the cusp of a division, everyone sees that nobody has a majority yet. One by one it dawns on them. The loose cannons, led by the most rabid dog of the bunch, have the votes they need. But who among them would be the first to climb off their ivory tower to win their favor? Make overtures to the undecided. This makes the petite bourgeoisie stronger and gives us 20% enactment chance. Slander the opposition into oblivion. This does some stuff that I don't care about. Forge ahead without them that we can win. This costs us enactment chance. All this is dumb. Make overtures. Kablam. This gives us 53% enactment chance now. So I'm feeling extremely confident. And we're going to be in a war soon. And our army is on its way over there. Isn't it? Yes, it is. That should be fine. Might have a little bit of a rough start to this war, but I think we'll be fine overall. Don't think I haven't. Don't think I've forgotten about you, Asa. Siak. Don't think I've forgotten about you. We'll be friends. We'll be friends eventually. Everyone decides to be neutral, which is fine. I'm still not building anything because I don't want to goof up my whole my style and ease. By which I mean I'm gaining plenty of cash, and I want to be gaining cash because big wars are expensive. Two arms. War among the clouds. The ace officer, Trucial Coast. Torquil McAldowy. I think it's McAldowy. Torquil McAldowy has gained renown not merely for utilizing aircraft in battle, but even for flying one himself over the skies of Uganda. The papers are calling him the Silver Baron. He's astounding. I can't tell if it'd be better to parade him around at home or to keep sicking him on everyone in Uganda. Hero worship will help domestically. This gets us a bunch of war support, but I don't need that. Or heroes who stay in the war, that gives him plus 30 offense. Oh, heck yes. Heck yes. Look, all doing. What? I should have checked what army he was leading. Oh, yeah, I guess it would be the Army of the Mediterranean. Have a big promotion, guy. You seem cool. You need to expand the Army of the Mediterranean just to make use of that plus 30 offense bonus. That's bananas strong. Alright, so for now, we're at 50%. I am going to need some more bureaucracy once that kicks off. So, let's go ahead and grab another one of our government admins and flip it over to telephone switchboards. This will get us a pile of extra bureaucracy. There we go. That's good. It's going to be still having a hard time hiring. Let's just make sure that this is good to go. Okay, so this is clerks turning into bureaucrats, so I think it'll be fine. Yes, there we go, and that's giving us some more bureaucracy. What else? Lancashire. We should definitely switch over. And Yorkshire, we're already in there. Let's flip over Wales as well. Alright, and that's all we need for now. We can go to Modern Port with all of our ports. I took a state at some point and didn't change the production methods. And now I've actually forgotten what state it was, and it's a real problem. But it's alright. It'll be fine. It truly will be just fine. We're virtually done with this war. We've got them completely occupied. Why does everyone want regime change in Australia? Are you doing a communism down there? Are you doing a big communism? An oligarchic council republic. People from Honduras are going to Ulster. You know, that's fine. What you should really change is peasant levies. I don't know why you're doing that. I don't know who this benefits. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine with me. Law of progressive implementation. Oh, boy. Here we go. We're almost there. Oh, that's wonderful. That's exactly what I need. Standard living in the Trucial states is really rough. Probably because they're paying a bunch of cash to Great Britain. We're bringing in a lot of cash from these diplomatic pacts, I must say. Wild wells, blowouts, oil fires, and other lethal accidents are becoming more common as the hunt for oil in western New Guinea grows more ruthless. You think you've seen fire, but you have never seen fire like this, he said, giving the young man a stern look. And you better pray you don't, because if you haven't been out on the oil fields, the only place you'd ever see it is hell itself. Where there's oil, there will be blood. This makes the industrialists happy, so we're going to do it. This one makes the trade unions happy. But yeah, it is what it is. And we need some industrialist happiness right now because they're currently quite salty about the fact that we're enabling workers' protections. We just finished our war here. I think the area we took is in Tanganyika. So let's normalize production methods there. Do that in Uganda too. And now our infamy is at 15.0. How much is it to take Burundi? Burundi is the big one, right? 10.8. Alright, so we need to wait a little bit longer before we take Burundi. But that's okay. Liberal revolt in Nade. Not super worried about Nade, to be honest. Still got a truce with the Ottomans for another year and a half. I do want to grab Baghdad as well. If I made Persia a protectorate, it would be 57 infamy. That would not be great. I would need to chill after doing that. I would need to really, really chill. And I'm not good at chilling. I'm not a chill cat. I'm a hungry cat who wants to eat countries. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Give me all your rights. Give me all your natural resources. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Alright, so we just need to get down to 14.2. I'm going to go a little longer just to let it get down to 14.1 so that we don't... there we go. Perfect. Oop. I clicked the wrong thing. Time to get eaten. Alright, we're getting the army of the Mediterranean back over there. And this guy wants migration controls, which is silly. I don't want migration controls. Immigration is powering the growth of the empire. Available decisions. Ooh, consider an expedition to the Antarctic. It'll be interesting. Maybe we'll go to the Mountains of Madness. But for now, I won't worry about it. Hey, we got an obligation from Montenegro somehow. You're dependent. That's weird. Hey, workers' protections. Wonderful. So, it's going to cost us 609 bureaucracy per level. Let's go ahead and get it up to level 3. So this is really going to help with our standard of living, and it's also going to really help with our population growth. So I'm hoping between those two things we'll be good to go. Well, this stuff, do we have our bureaucracy debuffs decaying? 5%, 5%. These are both 3 years away. So I think at this point I'm going to need to shift a few more government admins over to telephone switchboards. Just to get us a little bit of a buffer from an admin perspective. Alright, force comparison's looking solid there. So I think we'll be able to grab what we want to grab in good time. Communist Ecuador. Wild. I haven't forgotten about you, Venezuela. I haven't forgotten about you. Industrialists petition government. Representing his constituents in the Industrialists, Ross Greenwell has issued a formal petition to the British government to pass mass conscription. Oh, one last matter for the day, sir. Members of your constituency arrived this morning. They're asking rather loudly and insistently if you would meet with them about new legislation. Or is that it? Goodness, you seem as if you've seen a ghost. I'm sure we can spend the last hours of the night for them, can't we? I believe so, sir. They weren't taking no for an answer. We'll see what we can do. So, it's going to be minus 15 if we let it go. But we'll get 10 legitimacy if it works. First of all, let's recreate our hegemony government. That'll get our situation doing a lot better. And now, they want mass conscription. Well, why on earth do they want that? Extra morale loss, which I don't love. Higher overall conscription rate. Extra weekly experience gained for armies and navies. That feels like it's something good. You know what? We'll do it. We'll get started with it. So I don't think anyone who's in a position to be mad about it cares. Only the rural folk, really. Germany wants a defensive pact. We have been getting close, the two of us, haven't we? Do I want to still keep them at arm's length? This could be a mistake. I'm going to do it. It's only a defensive pact. Belgium does not have a truce with us any longer, so we could reduce their autonomy pretty soon. And that would allow another expansion of the core, which I would be pleased about. How much radicalism have we got going on in Belgium? Not too much, actually. A little bit of an infrastructure shortage in Flanders, but it is what it is. That's an easily solved problem. And there's battle 1. How's our infamy at? 17.9. We lost a bunch of infamy somehow? Or maybe I just did some math badly? Not sure, but we'll find out. Okay, there we go. Huh. We're out of infrastructure in a bunch of states. So we need to build some more railways. Alright. We'll build 5. I'm just going to build a massive railway expansion. Basically everywhere. Well, everywhere in Britain, that is. We don't need too many in Yorkshire. There we go. That's going to cost me a pile of cash, but it is what it is. So I think now that I've gotten... Rousing speech captivates the public. This afternoon, David Beatty, leader of the armed forces, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of mass conscription. Making an appearance before the public in London's main square, David Beatty's powerful rhetoric left even his most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across Great Britain, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. This should ease the path to reform greatly, 15% enactment chance, while performances like these reflect well on Beatty and his cause. I'm going to go with the second one. I don't need the enactment chance too badly. No one's opposing this, and I will be just fine with taking a little extra time to solidify my hold. I know I said I was going to come back to what I was doing, but I've now completely forgotten. I was building up railways. Right. Now that I've got my whole situation with population sorted out, I think I'm going to throw some more consumption taxes on there. So let me see. We can do porcelain, automobiles. Well, and that'll be just fine. And that'll help with our finances a bit. And actually, tea is better than luxury furniture from a revenue standpoint, so we'll switch over to that. And hopefully, standard of living should be going up, particularly as we're still getting our workplace safety going, but we are increasing minimum wages, and that should be driving growth overall. I wonder if I don't get the infamy. I wonder if I only get half the infamy before I actually conquer them or something. I wonder if that's how it goes. So I'm at 16.5 right now, and I'm about to win this war. So we'll see if it changes after that. And if it doesn't, then I've completely misunderstood. Or maybe I just grabbed, you know, the wrong country. Whoopsie doodle. Alright. More rubber in South Sumatra. Very good. And law progressed to review. Wonderful. That's a success. Trade agreement with China. Wonderful. Alright, so, and now our infamy is at 16.2. That's wild. Oh my goodness, it's 14 to conquer this. The remaining country. That's wild. Well, one day. We reduce Belgium's autonomy, that's going to be 6 infamy. And I can tolerate that. They will accept. Very good. And they accept. Wonderful. Pasteurization. United States have begun embargoing us. Well, United States, you can get embargoed too. And frankly, we're rivals now. Another Hell on Earth event. Ooh. So, we've got workers' protections now. So we have a new option here. The perpetrators will pay for their crimes. This is the same as lunch and inquiry, but it doesn't reduce throughput as much. So let's do that. Kablam. And we'll just head over to our market and cancel all of our trade routes to the United States. I don't need your trade, USA. I don't need your trade whatsoever. This trade route is not very productive. Let's drop it. This trade route is not very productive. Let's drop it. These ones are all unproductive, frankly. Oil discovered in Texas. Wonderful. Don't need to import groceries from Germany right now. All right. We're building a lot of railways. We're building a lot of railways all across Great Britain. I don't think I need arms industries in Tanganyika right now. Let's go ahead and reset production methods in both of those states. Exiles upon exiles upon exiles. Borneo we still have a truce with for another 2.5 years. Oman is now a puppet. If we annex them, that would cost 1.3 infamy. They might accept. No, it's Trucial states. Trucial states I want. 36% they'll accept. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. They did not. Well, that's fine. We'll mobilize the Army of Australia. We'll relocate them to Basra. We'll grab the Mediterranean Station Fleet and relocate them to... Oh, no, we don't need that. We've got a front already with Oman. Excellent. Alright. Popular playwright endorses reform. In the midst of the debate surrounding mass conscription, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the industrialists, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. The man's viewpoints may be somewhat partisan, but sir, you cannot argue with his prose. Mass conscription will be on everyone's lips now. This gives us 10% enactment chance. This sure puts the industrialists in a good light, makes the industrialists stronger. But let us ensure the play gets a wider international audience. This gives us 20 extra prestige forever. I'm going to go with the third one. I love that prestige. If you can keep getting that event, you can just continue to grow your prestige indefinitely. And that is a great time. Alright, anyone want to stop me from annexing my puppet? A lot of countries want to help me. And I'm doing this because Trucial States has been in a bunch of wars, and I don't want to... Probably going to annex the Transvaal colony soon as well, because they've been having revolts. Basically, I'm going to annex anywhere that's having a lot of revolts, because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm getting stuck up trying to do the wars I want to do on revolting colonies. Alright, perfect. We've got a solid front over there. That should be just fine. That area is Oman. That's Gwadar. That's in Oman as well. Alright. Radical Ionian diplomatic play against us. British East Indies offers to owe us an obligation to back them in the ongoing diplomatic play against the Banjar peasant revolt. Yeah, okay. We'll pull the army of the Mediterranean over there. That should not be at all a problem. Alright, in the Radical Ionian Islands, let's mobilize the army of Canada. I don't know if we can put them there, because the area that revolts is always... Funny one, yeah, I can't reach the front. That's okay. We'll station them on Gibraltar. And there's concrete fortifications. Wow, we're getting a lot of techs. And then we're already in implementation for mass conscription. So that's good. Oil discovered in Houseland. Wonderful. Oil. And River Rush. We'll just go ahead and build up the oil rigs to the greatest extent possible. And just get those knocked out. Plenty to do in this economy. Workplace safety is up at 2. Hopefully that will continue to drive increases in standard of living. And German Empire aligned with us for reasons that are dubious. I don't know why. It doesn't really feel like this is going to be a lot of issues here. So Jabal Shammar is in a peasant revolt. I think I might try to see if one of these countries will be my subject if I support them, which would be nice. I would love to have a subject. Hey, Army of Australia, don't go too far. So there's the Trucial States taken over. We're very... not that nearly on the front over here, but we're getting there. Do a promotion. The industrialists demand the promotion of Brigadier General Ross Greenwell. 2 arms. Touting his history of loyal and effective service. Yeah, he's earned it. He's a big industrialist guy. I think he's the leader of the industrialists, so that should be fine. Alright. Shamari Peasant Revolt. Will you become my subject? No. What about you? Will you become my subject? No. Alright. Never mind. Can't do that. I got dollar signs in my eyes a little bit, but it's not going to happen. Let's get a fleet over here. And there's mass conscription. So now, government petition completed, and that's going to give us some extra legitimacy, which should be just fine. And then as soon as this war kicks off, I'll use this fleet to plan a naval invasion. 2 arms. Okay, so you can't plan a naval invasion while you're on the way to a sea node. So now you should be able to. Yes, here we go. And stationed at the Italy HQ. Right? Yes. All right. Just making sure. And we've won, or nearly won this war. And that war is won now. Beautiful. Communist Denmark, eh? That's that naval invasion popping off. They don't want to be my subject either. I wonder why. Probably because of all the aggression I've been doing globally. 19.1 infamy, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We got 3 wars kicked off, and we're in the midst of all of them. We're still gaining in cash overall, which I'm pretty pleased about. While we build up these massive, massive railways. And Trucial States has now been annexed. So, let's go ahead and reset production methods. The same in Basra. That's where we didn't align methods. So Trucial Coast should be popping a good supply of oil eventually. For now it needs a railway. It's got very high turmoil over here. And I can see why, because all of its industries are down bad. You have access to houseware plastics. Why can't you sell any of these? You have a port, so that means you are exporting. You have access to the customs union. I don't know. Things are bad over there. That's okay. I didn't know Bahrain was its own country. I thought this was just part of the Trucial Coast. I thought you were Britain, Bahrain. Russia sides with Denmark. Cool. Don't need to concern myself with that. We'll probably go to the middle of 1920 because we're going a little long in this episode. But I think I'm going to conquer Bahrain. Once we've got these other wars gone and done with. I'm conquering a lot of small countries. I'm just knocking out excess... there's the Banjar religious revolt. I forget where that was happening. And here's the one... Oh, that's the one down here in Indonesia. This is the one for the Ionian Islands, so it should be getting itself finished fairly soon. And this still counts as part of the Trucial Coast, right? Yes. Alright, come on, Ionian Islands. Let's put a pin in it. Let's close it out. Table it. Get it done. Sort yourselves out. There it goes. Alright, so to conquer Bahrain, how much? 4.7 infamy. It's not that much, but I do want to knock out Rwanda. And I've still... Well, in any case, we'll take a run at that next time. But for now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.